Hi everybody, I'm Rob Potter.
I'm Bill Richards.
And welcome to Dragway Memories.
This week we've got Miller and Gregory, 1964 first guys to set a national record from Canada.
That's in our comp series, and we also got more 1980s action from the Curley family.
Yeah, we'll continue with more 64 128. How many funny cars can you think were at Cayuga? A ton.
We decided to do a little Cayuga. It was a funny car track for a number of years, and Bill and I were talking. We said we'd seen 16 car shows, never seen a 32 or a 64 like they did in California. So I thought, well, at least 64 funny cars ran there. Well, I found 128, so we're going to have 128. This week, part one of the 64 funny cars. But we're going to start with the Miller and Gregory Altered.
Miller and Gregory, first ones in Canada to win a class or set a record. First Canadians to do that with Miller and Gregory. And this car here, a bit before their time, but this is how it kind of started out. The Avenger, it was a B altered. You can see that it's just injected with a set of different headers. Here it is with a different number, and now it's got the front mounted blower, different headers on the car. Number 205 now. Here it is at Indy, number 205. You can see a good look at the front driven blower and the scoop attached to it. Here is later, they've got a different set of headers now, car number 270. Same combination but further refined. We get into this one, which was the last shot of this configuration. You can see the blower again. You can see that the throttle linkage is through the top, through the plexiglass. A very unusual combination, but very successful for the team of Miller and Gregory. All right, we've got more Curley family action from the 80s. Bracket racing at its finest in Cayuga Dragway. Storer and Reese out of the Buffalo area.
1985 action at Dragway Park.
Radical Opal. That is the ex-Joe Van O blue tick.
Neat.
Isn't that cool?
Opel GTs make fabulous race cars.
Sure do.
There were dogs on the street, though.
Terrible on the street, actually. German GM built car. And baby Corvettes, they were called. Storer and Reese. Believe it to be a big block Chevy tunnel ram. A lot of entries out of Buffalo. There we go. Good launch here. Radical Opal.
Chasing them down.
To drive around that Camaro. He had a good launch. Unknown 67 Chevelle.
It says Pro Street on the back and one on the front there, Bill.
Cam Dynamics sticker.
Cam Dynamics.
Giant one.
Up against Brian Little.
Yeah, Little is now red. Always extremely well prepared and well turned out vehicles. I'm not sure if Paul Cool would know who that Chevelle. I don't know if it's Paul's or before Paul. We need to know more about this Pro Street 67 Chevelle. There you go. There's a John Rossiter sign there. Brian Little, 427 big block Chevy. Lincoln Manufacturing chassis. There goes Brian. Hard after him.
Are we going to see the end? No. Mike Beska and Ron Mercer.
And that's a very early incarnation of his Vega. Mercer's best claim to fame, he won the WCS in Super Gas with this car, more updated, and he went on a tour, did all the Division 1, towed by his 78 Camaro on an open trailer, and did extremely well against some very tough competitors in Division 1.
A racing fool is what I've heard him described as. He loved to race.
He's out on Beska, that's for sure.
Sure is. Good reaction there for Ron Mercer.
Like the ex-Putnam Bardahl car.
I believe it is.
Here's Wayne in the newly updated I know it actually is an Acadian, but hey, Nova Acadian, Mikasa Sukasa. You say tomato?
I say Acadian.
I say Acadian, yes. 468. It went the best of 940. And then he popped all the drivetrain and good stuff into a Vega.
That was a cool car.
That was a cool
Claude
car.
Lozier and his Mad Mopar rivet over there, 440 cubic inches of Mopar muscle. About to go up against Wayne Curley. Johnny throws the switch. And that's obviously an
There
elimination
goes
race.
Wayne. Claude was in the 10-second zone, Wayne in the 9-second zone, so Claude would get the head start.
And we still don't know who won.
Still don't know. Gary Louth, great guy. out
It
of
really doesn't
Buffalo.
matter at this stage. We're just loving to see the cars.
This is very important footage from the Curley family. We can't thank Brandon Curley enough.
Charlie Speck, we think.
Yep. Beautifully turned out. He's a legal super stalker, I believe. And beautiful candy paint on it.
Out of Niagara Falls, Ontario.
Didn't do much of a burnout or anything there, so it's
That's Charlie Speck.
1145 dial up against Louth and the dragster. Speck should be clearly out by a car or more. 66 Chevy 2.
Here comes
Blocking a glide.
the digger.
And this is my friend Dave Sturck. This is the first incarnation. It was an 82 Cavalier. We debuted it in 1983. This is 1985, so it's got a couple of years on it and just about ready for the next paint job.
Pete Newman in the other lane.
990 the dial. It's a Lenco trans in the Cavalier. It's a duplicate to Alan Marsh's Pro Stock.
Okay, here we go with 128 funny cars cut in half. 64 this week, 64 next week. See if you recognize any of these ones. I know Bill does.
I've seen a couple. Well, that's it for this week's show. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe, hit the notification bell. That helps us out a lot. Leave us a message. We've got lots of messages coming aboard.
Yeah.
We could always use a lot more a message. If we've got something great that we'd like to hear it, if we did something that needs some updating, we'd love to hear from you as well.
Absolutely. So remember, everybody, hook hard, go straight, don't be late, and may your God bless you.